Coach Carlos, and I'd like to start off by welcoming you to our Legos Club. This presentation has not only been created for you, the coach, but the students as well.
Now, before we proceed, just like any activity at Ellie's Best, it's imperative that we begin with the check-in. Let's do that now by answering the following questions. What's your favorite Lego piece? And why? What do you think we're going to do in the Lego Club? And lastly, if you had a whole set of Legos, what would you build? Coaches, go ahead and pause this video to discuss these questions. Now, before we move along, I would like to go over some main objectives that we will be concentrating today, such as the necessary tools to create a Lego club at your site, learning how to connect with students using Legos, and using them in various ways to help students communicate with each other, and lastly, learning how to create and facilitate activities using concepts of STEAM and storytelling. Not only have I prepared a series of clips on how you and your group can construct your very own Legos club, but also give you a few things to think about, such as, why do we use Legos in activities? Why are students so interested in Legos? How do Legos enhance activities? Is this really a hands-on activity? How do these Lego activities create social and emotional connections between coaches and students? Okay, coaches, now's the time to take a pause here to discuss these questions among your group. Just like our community agreements here at LA's Best, it's recommended to set up new ones for the Lego Club for better club management, as you're about to see in the following video.
Alright, you guys, so can anyone tell me what are community agreements? Dahlia?
Community agreements are things we all agree on.
We all agree on, that's great. What is our first agreement? Maya? Be responsible. Now, can anyone give me an example of being responsible? Max?
Being nice. If you're dealing with Legos, don't smash them one at a time, because then all the Legos may spill.
Great, that's a very good response. Very nice. Go ahead, Chris.
Being responsible, sharing, not being bullying or taking Legos away from someone.
Very nice. Great. So how can we be safe with Legos? Anton?
Because if there's a pile of Legos right there, and you just slip because you didn't see it, you trip.
Another community agreement that we have on here.
Be on time.
Being on time means what?
You should first get signed in and ask your coach if you want to go somewhere.
And as far as our last community agreement, what is our last community agreement? Max.
Be a community leader.
And what does it mean to be a community leader, Max?
Follow the rules. Don't talk back to coaches.
Coaches, now's the time to discuss these following questions while also devising your own community agreements amongst your Legos club. Welcome back. It's also very important that we start our activity with an icebreaker in order to break the tension between groups. Let's go to that now.
Alright, so before we begin our activity, we're going to have a little icebreaker. Yes, John.
What is an icebreaker?
What is an icebreaker? That's a very good question. What is an icebreaker? Now, can I have you guys huddle up one more time, and can I have you guys talk amongst each other and figure out what an icebreaker is or what you think an icebreaker is?
I'm eating an iceberg and pieces that are ice.
They're trying to basically break the ice, trying to get to know this.
So you think it has nothing to do with ice? What do you think it means? Something that breaks ice. So when you first meet someone for the very, very first time, do you think you're somewhat frozen? What do you think's frozen? The conversation's frozen. When you have an icebreaker, what do you think you're trying to do? Yes, we're trying to break the silence. I heard a lot of great ideas on what they think an icebreaker is. Now, can someone please explain to me what their group thought an icebreaker was? Yes, Maddie.
Something to break the silence within a new person.
Something to break the silence within what?
A new person.
Within a new person. We can use icebreakers to break the silence, to break any tension between the group.
Now that I went over what an icebreaker really is, it's time to put it into effect. Since I'm being safe with my Legos club, I instructed one group at a time to grab 3 pieces from the Legos chest, placed in the middle of the room. I'm also communicating to the groups that they can build whatever they like, but when their 5 minutes is up, we are going to check in and see what they accomplished.
This is some sort of a memorial.
Great idea. The dog trying to tightrope walk, and then also put the chain. We're in head of the. And there are no trees in Egypt.
They put a 4-leaf clover for luck, and yeah, he took off his helmet because if he took out, that would be tight.
Remember, coaches, it's important to devise an icebreaker that'll get students not only communicating with each other, but also working as a group. As a coach, our main goal is to not only make our kids learn, but also having fun while doing so. This can be achieved by following our club activity components, such as teamwork, communication, planning, sharing, age-appropriate, different learning styles.
¿Pero piensas que puedes comunicar jugando con los juegos con otra persona? John, I understand that Carlos's English isn't perfect, and I understand that you don't understand Spanish. Do you think working with Legos helps you understand each other a little bit more?
Yeah.
How?
Because we work together and then we tell each other what to get stuff.
And lastly, containing objective. Coaches, now's the time to take a little pause here and discuss with your group as to how you can incorporate these components into your Legos Club activity. Now that we have broken the ice, let's get into our STEAM and storytelling.
So, today's activity is called a Pharaoh's Tomb. Now, can anyone tell me, has anyone ever heard of a pyramid?
Yes.
So, Kat,
It's a triangle in Egypt.
but for those of you that don't know, I want you guys to discuss with your group what a pyramid is. So go ahead and take this time to discuss what a pyramid is.
How much pyramids coming down again?
Pyramid is a triangle. They put mercury in there. They had guards inside the pyramid if they had any triangle that was made by
Tell me what you guys think a pyramid is.
For the kings and queens of Egypt.
Are they just in Egypt?
I think that's all I think a pyramid is.
I've heard a lot of great responses amongst your groups. Where do you think we might find this one?
Mexico.
Mexico, yes. They put old people. Mummies, yes, they placed mummies inside. Were these just ordinary mummies? Maddie? They were mummies of very important people.
Like King Tut.
People such as who?
King Tut.
Who was King Tut?
Pharaoh.
It was a pharaoh. So now we're gonna get into the engagement part of our activity. I'm gonna hand out 3 blocks per group. I'm gonna call you group by group to come up here and grab 10 pieces per person for your pyramid. Don't forget, you are going to build a pyramid. We want to see that you are basically creating a tomb, because this is what's the name of our activity? A Pharaoh's tomb. We're making one pyramid. I understand you guys have 3 space blocks, but I want you to somehow combine them all together and make one big pyramid. I want you guys to use your creativity, use your imagination, communicate with the rest of your group, and see what you guys might use or might need for your pyramid. Can you guys tell me what's going on?
This is a pyramid. That's like a mini one.
Did you guys know who Saket was before this?
Nope.
No. Do you think you're gonna talk to him after this?
Yeah.
Alright, so now to reflect. What did you guys learn about pyramids today? About pharaohs? Max?
Learned about what's inside of the pyramid and what the bottom and top and the sides are.
Emma, what did you learn about pyramids and pharaohs today?
I learned that the top of the pyramid is called
Apex.
though you can check the LMS for example activities with your group, it's also possible your students might come up with another fun activity as well. It's important that we end with a reflection. Did this video show the club activity components? What was one of the community agreements? What did you learn today? And lastly, what did you think about this video? Go ahead and pause this video to discuss these questions among your group. Well, that was fun. Coaches, don't forget that during cleanup, we return every Lego piece on the desk and check the floor for any missing Legos. It's very important that we keep track of every piece used so every Lego is accounted for. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation as much as I did. I hope you and your group can use this video to help pave the way to start your own club with your group. Till then, I'm Coach Carlos, and I wish you guys the very best in your Legos club.